The more I look at this fiasco going on with the WNBA, the more I'm thinking this whole entire situation is a complete joke. And the fans are just laughing at them at this point. So there's a petition going on. The WNBPA posted this on Instagram. It says here, after months of stalling negotiations, the WNBA and team owners continue to ignore players' demands and jeopardize the future of women's professional basketball. First off, you would think these players would do some evaluation about why the owners in the league are ignoring their demands. Maybe go back to the drawing table and change your expectations. Maybe consider that a 30% revenue share is a pipe dream that is not going to happen. Maybe focus more on your product and making it more entertaining for fans to tune in. Maybe consider that when Caitlin Clark went down, the viewership saw a 53% decline. I just don't get this entire process from the players, what they're trying to accomplish, because now they're begging their small fan base. Remember, you have to look at the WNBA as a whole. They don't have a lot of attention like you think. You can go to Twitter and look at fans and say, oh, the players deserve to get paid. Go out in public and just walk around. Go to a park or go to an amusement park and look at how many people are out there and see if you find anybody that's wearing a WNBA jersey. Just look around. You don't see anybody. Why? Because the league is not as popular as you think. And these players need to get out of their own way and just accept the deal. Because I'm telling you, the longer this continues to drag on, if they go through the lockout, oh my goodness, don't expect fans to come back because you look like a complete joke right now. And I just find it funny they're now asking for petitions thinking it's going to move the league to change their mind. It won't happen. I'm sorry. It's just not going to take place. So it says here, last October, WNBA players opted out of their 2022 collective bargaining agreement to demand higher salaries or a revenue share system, which is not going to happen, better working conditions, and improved player benefits. Now, after months of stalling negotiations, the WNBA and team owners continue to ignore player demands and jeopardize the future of women's professional basketball. Will you send an email to WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver, and other stakeholders? Yeah, good luck with that. I'm sure they're sitting in their office just laughing at this entire situation. I'm sure they're just like, what are these players doing? What are they even thinking? You know, like, it's just funny. They really think this is going to work. When we all know, like, at the end of the day, the WNBA is just a league where it's only existing because they've had people take care of them, like investors and the NBA. And they should be thankful for that because if those two parties were not involved, we don't have a WNBA. And here's the thing, Caitlin Clark garnered the interest of the fans because she went from college, built up the hype. Remember, it happened organically. It didn't happen overnight. They just didn't want to get on board. Now they're out here blaming the league for the deal not getting done. Instead of going back to the negotiation table and evaluating their demands, evaluating what they want from the league, and ask themselves, we've been ignored since what? I think the middle of December. Do you want to play basketball? Because the longer this continues, you're going to turn off fans even more. And when you end up playing basketball, and if you take until July or August, the interest would just go right down the drain. And they have no one to blame but themselves. You had the golden goose and Caitlin Clark, who would have helped elevate this league. She said nothing but good things about the past of the WNBA. But the old media and these old head players are grasping for straws here. They act like, oh, we're bigger than life and it's all about us, yada, yada, yada. No, it's not. And now there's reports right now that the NBA is trying to buy back that 16% from the WNBA. Oh, man, it just gets funnier and funnier when I'm covering this. And I'm going, are they serious right now? You're asking the small minority of fans to go out there and bully the commissioners of the WNBA and the NBA. Look, there's a lot of issues with this league. You know, even when they tried to push for Paige Beckers this year, it just didn't work out. They've been putting out commercials. We saw Kathy Engelbert show up for her Rookie of the Year award. We talked about in the past how she did not show up for Caitlin Clark's award. She just gave her a phone call. And stuff like that turns off fans. You could say, oh, why do people talk so much about Caitlin Clark? Here's the thing. When it comes to marketing, whatever the market wants, you feed them. And when you don't feed your consumers what they're looking for, they go somewhere else. So you had this opportunity to garner a fan base, but what happened is you pushed them away. And now you're in a situation that you don't want to be in and you're complaining about pay, you look really bad. The players, whoever's in, like the players in charge here, Nafisa Collier, Brianna Stewart, the list goes on. If I'm role players or other stars like Beckers, Clark, and Angel Reese, I am getting upset with them. And I'm just saying to myself, let's just get a deal done. I wish they would say something. I wish Clark would come out and just put them in check, because I'm telling you, it would set everything on fire. It'd be great content, of course. Now, I understand she'll get a lot of heat if she came out and stated her opinions on this matter, and I'm sure players would just come after Caitlin Clark. But at this point, what do you have to lose, in my opinion? I just think this looks pathetic from the players, and it's just another example of why fans are just laughing at them if it doesn't get done. Whew, that's going to be very entertaining to watch. Hope you guys enjoy my thoughts about the WNBA players trying to bully the league by getting their small fan base involved. And do you think it's going to work or not work? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.